You know, it's so hard to believe that 8 years ago, I was living in a different state, different people in my life, but I had one constant. I had a dream to create something bigger than myself, bigger than a brand, bigger than this zit that's on my face or whatever the hell is going on. I was in a weird place. I just got hurt at work. I was laying on my couch, pondering what I was going to do, how I was going to succeed and, be able to pay the bills, keep the lights on. But something came to me and it hit me like a fucking ton of bricks, literally. It was to create a gaming organization, right? And, we had our little clans and teams and shit like that before, but it was never really anything serious. We'd just get together, kind of hang out, play some video games, some ranked, whatever, a couple GBs here and there, nothing too crazy. And I wanted to create something different. I wanted to create a housing for creators of all cultures, all nations, all nationalities rather, to come together and form a dynasty that inspired the next generation of creator, of streamer, of videographer, content creator, editor, graphic designer, so on and so forth, competitive player even. And it was like, okay, how are we going to do it? So I called my good friend D6 Logic, who has been my duo since 2010, coming on 15 years this year of him being one of my, actually my best friend. I don't have a lot of friends. The friends I do have are like family, and this team is like family. And here I sit in an org with, as I was saying before, real life called, I don't have a lot of friends. So Logic is my best friend, and in an org with 2 to 3 people in it right now, our direction is veering away. We don't have a whole heap ton of direction. You know what I mean? Like, looking at it, our team means everything to me. I mean, this team embodies who I am. I embody it in every waking moment I have when I'm not at work. Even at work sometimes is spent thinking, what can I do? Like, right now I have 30 ideas and I can't do nearly any of them because of these micro obstacles that stand in the way. It's like time, all right? Time in between being a significant other, an employee, a pet parent, which sounds stupid, but pets take time, and being a good son, a good friend, a good this, a good that. It's like, when do I have the time to create? When do I have the time to lead? When do I have the time to recruit? And to be honest, I don't. But every moment that I have free is spent to it. And some weeks I can give 15, 20 hours. Other weeks I can give 15 or 20 minutes. And that's what sucks. But I know through hard work, we can keep progressing. And through hard work, we will be able to reach our goals. And, let's talk about those goals. I'm going to set up a camera. Let's have a conversation about goals, ideas, things I want to happen. And maybe by the end of this video, we'll have a general idea of who we are, what our goals are. Fuck, I still got some Christmas lights up. You know what I mean? Life is busy, but life is beautiful, life is hard, life is challenging, and most importantly, life has taught me that nothing is guaranteed and all you can do is work hard. And I don't have the greatest life. but I have a nice home. I have a beautiful partner. This is the nicest thing I've ever owned. Fortunate enough to have 2 dogs, 2 cats, a bearded dragon, a good mom, a good job. Yeah, I hate my job 9 times out of fucking 10, but it pays my bills. It pays my bills well, and it enables me to live. And, you know, am I a millionaire? Fuck no, dude. If you saw my savings account, you'd laugh. But what I am is I'm rich in a lot of other ways. I have a heart that just is full of grit and determination. I have a mindset that if I go to the grindstone, I can, you know, wear that motherfucker down. So let's set up a camera, and let's talk goals. Let's talk ideas, and let's talk what I want to happen. So let's talk goals. As I stand here underneath our deck while the dog is outside, I was going to set up a chair. I recorded this whole segment, and I'm so unconfident in myself that I didn't like how I looked, because I, believe it or not, I'm not a super fit guy. I work out, don't get me wrong, but goddamn, I am fat. So, like I said, this is as real as it gets. This is authentic as it gets. We don't have $100,000 suite in an office somewhere that I can put a cool backdrop in and have thousands of dollars worth of cameras. I'm recording this on a fucking A25 or something, A35, A55, some shit I bought when I cracked my old S21 Ultra. So, like, this is real, this is uncut, and this is who we are. My dog is out here. Chancey! Chance! He's sniffing. Chance, come here, bub. Say hi to the people. Say hi to the people. Here, let me bring you down to... Oh, he's running. Oh, you at least got to see his ass. So, like I was saying, our goals as we progress are going to be different than a lot of organizations, okay? A lot of orgs want to bring in people that can grow them. I want to bring in people that the org can grow organically through short form content, through long form content. And speaking of which, let's talk short form content as we progress. It is going to be, we're gonna fucking hammer it hard. That is, we're gonna aggressively attack short form content, and how we're going to do that is very simple. We don't have enough backlogged content currently to upload multiple times a day, but we do have enough backlogged content that I've created alongside Condor to upload aggressively 1 time a day, all 7 days of the week. And I kind of compared it like cooking a steak to baking a cake or a pie or something. Short form content you can attack aggressively. It doesn't have to be as well thought out of. It could be from your recording sessions, your gaming sessions, you know, an idea that you have. We're just creating like some little unique thing to entice people for, you know, 60 seconds at a maximum, where long form content is the cake. You have to measure out everything precisely, accurately, bake it. It takes longer. All the lighting, things, this, that, like, it all matters, and it all comes down to execution and executing it properly. In fact, the last podcast that I did, our episode 1 of In the Deep, I fucked it up. I was in a hurry. I had to mow the lawn. I had so much going on that I kind of forgot to erase a black bar at the bottom of my face camera, and I'm leaving it up. While it's imperfect, it's a reminder to myself that it is a long form video, and I need to make sure that I take every second that I can. And as explained in the previous parts of this, the seconds, sometimes there's a lot of seconds, and sometimes there's just simply not a lot of seconds. So it's one of those things that you have to time precisely right. When do I know I can edit this video properly and make sure that I'm executing it properly? And sometimes in a week I have a lot of moments, and sometimes I'm like, fuck me, how am I going to do this? But like I mentioned, our goal, sorry, I was just seeing what my dog was doing. He's sniffing. He's hanging out. Chancey! He's a good dog, man. Our goals are very unique, like I said, in comparison to a lot of other teams. And as we begin this recruitment process, I live by a hospital, so that is a evac coming in. Um, as we begin this recruitment process, I really want to bring back some of our old personnel that embodied who we are, embodied the personality of our organization. And one of the primary ones that I can think of right off the rip is Valkyrie. And I've sent her multiple DMs, and she said she's kicking it over, but she has a lot going on. But having somebody like that who has the heart and the mentality to be a leader, to grow a brand, and to just be fucking personable is amazing, because Condor and I are going to be on the back of things, just fucking heavy loading the content. And I don't need her content. I don't want her to have to worry about producing content. I want her to be back a part of this organization because she as a person makes us all better, right? Kai, I would love to have him come back. He is a workhorse. He would be with Condor and I. Stephanie, I would like to have her back. She would be in with Valk and me. She's one of those people that can do both things and do it very well. You know, just as I can, just as Condor can, but we all need to kind of have our individual select roles. Who's going to be fucking carrying the boat and who's going to be painting the boat? I'm going to carry the fucking boat. Valk is going to be one of the ones painting the boat. Hopefully if I can get her back into the org. So a lot of shit is going to be moving in the next couple weeks. Genesis is going to be dropping more and more and more and more. I'm excited for that. This type of real behind the scenes look into who I am and who we are as a whole is very vital, in my opinion, to our success. Everyone thinks this shit is just done overnight, or, you know, you have to quit your job to do it, or you can't be a partner and a teammate and an employee and all these things that, life is too busy. Life is too busy sometimes, but there's always a moment to chase your dreams. And eventually, if you keep chasing them, at the end of your life, you can say, one of three things. If you don't chase them, you're going to have a regret. Damn, I wished I did this. If you chase them and it didn't happen, you can say confidently, like I will, I gave it all I had, and it just didn't work. I wished it did, but you know what? I wouldn't trade those moments with my teammates and those moments pushing my creative mind as far as I could take it. I won't trade them for anything. Or you made it, and you can say, yo, we fucking did it. Fuck my job. I'm quitting today, and I'm going to pursue this dream. And on your deathbed, you can say, look at what this dream provided us. It provided us a beautiful life. You guys are set. I wish you nothing but the best, and ride off into the sunset. For me, yeah, that one sounds great, but I'm a realist. I understand that this market is completely oversaturated. Everyone's kind of doing the same fucking thing. That's why I'm trying not to. I don't want to be a creator like everyone else. I want to be Aries. I want Condor to be Condor, and I want us to be who we are. I want everyone to feel welcome here, and I want everyone to understand that we are the workhorses of the industry. We don't have the money to pay editors. We don't have the ability to pay graphic designers. I do it all. Condor does it. Logic does it. We all kind of all chip in. And I wear a lot of hats. We all do. It is what it is. And I cannot be more proud of who we are as an org. I cannot be more proud of who we are going to become. And I cannot be more proud of those who support us, because supporting us is not easy. I understand that. But I'm going to make it easy. I'm going to take this team to the top of the fucking mountain. Space Mountain, actually. If you know, you know. And if you don't, I'm sorry. And I believe in our product. And I am excited. So this episode is getting ready to wrap up. It's been quite long. This is my thought process on Genesis. Kind of overlaying our goals. From now on, Genesis is not going to be something like this. It's going to be a behind the scenes fucking look. You're going to see all the times I'm staring at my computer in just amazement, like we did it, or all the times I'm sitting here just saying, what the fuck are we doing? What am I doing? You're going to hear a lot of negative things. You're going to hear a lot of positive things. You're going to hear a lot of, oh man, why am I even a fan of this fucking team? Because it's not always good, man. There's moments in time where I will sit at my office chair and I'll be like, I failed. I'm too old. I'm too slow. My eyes don't work as good as they used to. You know, Steph, Kai, they were right, man. I fucking, why did I pick these people when they don't even have me? And unfortunately, a lot of them didn't. And some of them that are still here don't. So it's one of those things. There's a lot of pain in my heart about where we stand currently. And a lot of people would say it's dead. I'm not, because it was dead. I didn't think in 2018 when I started the org, I didn't think we could go lower than base. Base was as low as we could go. Ground zero. We built up. We went back down. Built up and went back down. Built up and went back down. Like anything. There's highs and lows, peaks and valleys. And then I took my current job. And people really only created with me. And we went below ground zero. Ground zero. We went below there. And now we're finally back up to ground zero. I'm back as full-time as I can go. I'm creating. I'm doing everything I can. And there's just a little bit of life. The trees are starting to bloom. The grass is growing. Flowers are in bloom. Like there's life. You know, the motion of the ocean, baby. We're climbing a little bit. There's views coming in. There's followers on TikTok and Twitch and YouTube. And it's like, all right. But the expectations are so minimal that now I can just say, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to step up, and we're going to swing the bat, and we're going to see, where it goes. And I think we're in a good place, and I'm in a good place, and I'm as creative as I've ever been. Anyways, guys, this is episode 1 of Genesis. I hope you enjoyed it. Get ready. Episode 2, I don't know what's going to be in it, because it's all going to be behind the scenes. Oh, he is a panting. Must have been a cat down there. But I'm excited to bring it to you guys. Don't know how often it'll be uploaded, but it will be part of our long-form content, so it'll be uploaded every Monday, or potentially on Wednesday or Saturday. Kind of depends on what we're feeling that week. But thank you guys. My name is D6 Aries. I am the team founder, team leader, team editor, team graphic designer, team content creator, team streamer. You name it, I do it. Thank you guys for humoring this video. Please drop a like, a follow, a sub, whatever you feel like doing. All of our social medias will be in the description below. Linktree /the6. Thank you guys.